Hey everybody, Heather DeChico here. It is Monday lunchtime, and I want to share something with y'all today that is pretty serious. So I'm not going to sound all somber, but honestly, it's something we need to take seriously. I frequently attend trainings in health and wellness in all different realms within that industry. And I was privileged enough to be invited to a training last Thursday night. And there was a lot of great information given, but the part that hit me right to the heart is what I'm going to share with you right now. The information, the stats I'm about to give you are from the CDC, and it is about the childhood obesity and type 2 diabetes flat out epidemic that we're going through. Now check this out. I wish I had a visual that I could pop up here to show you. In 2010, there were, according to the CDC, 5,000 cases of type 2 diabetes in children, okay? 5,000 in 2010. In 2015, simply 5 years later, the number is 208,000. From 5,000 to 208,000 type 2 diabetes in children reported cases. I was like, what? I don't even know how to do the math on percentage growth on that. And remember, type 2 diabetes is the one that truly is impacted and can be reversed based on diet, exercise, things like that. So this is completely unacceptable. This is totally controllable. And what in the world? If that was 2015, I wonder what we're going to be like in 2020. So we have got to pause for a minute and say, what's happening and what can we do to protect our children from what's happening? Because let's face it, not everything happens within the home. I mean, I sent both of my kids to school today for their first day of school, and I would not be surprised if they got greeted with cupcakes when they get there. Certain things will be given to them at lunch. They might get candy for being good, more my second grader than my eighth grader. But there is so much culturally going on in that number from 5,000 to 208 that unfortunately we moms can't control everything because we're not with our children 24 hours a day, even if we wanted to, be all rigid about it. There's so much that's going to happen outside of our control. But my goodness, doesn't this mean that we need to control what they get here? Like what I have in my fridge, if I don't take that seriously, then what in the world am I doing? I am contributing and making it worse. So let me talk about some numbers here. Again, I tried to say with one source, this is all from the CDC. Kim, I'm talking your story right now, aren't I? Anyway, I tried to take everything from the CDC. So according to the CDC, the average, the goal for sugar for children ages 2 to 18, right? We know there's a range there, is about 25 grams a day. 25 grams of sugar a day is about what the goal should be. So let me just get you some reality check right here. 2 Oreos, yes, these are from my pantry. 2 Oreos have 13 grams of sugar. You are more than halfway there with 2 Oreos, all right? One tablespoon of grape jelly that I let Allie pick out at the store yesterday has 12 grams. Did I get that right? 12 grams in 1 tablespoon. How many tablespoons, I wonder, did I get on her sandwich today? 3 or 4? We're already past the goal just with her sandwich that I thought I was being good because I put it on whole wheat bread. And I can go on and on. Oh, well, the big one, the one I want to really hone in on is these sugary drinks. Now, I'm not even talking about sodas and high C's and the red dye. I'm not even going there. Let's pick on something that most mothers probably feel they're doing good, and that is your Gatorade, your Powerade, your energy drinks. Chock full of sugar. 1 20-ounce Gatorade has 34 grams of sugar. Remember we said 25 is the goal for the day? 34 in 1. We're giving these to our kids before a soccer game, during a soccer game, after a soccer game, where they're probably getting some cupcakes. They're getting, it is insane. And no wonder the numbers are like from 5,000 to 208,000. Y'all, we've got to take this seriously. And diabetes is not even my lane, but being a mom and packing lunches is. And I'm like, what in the world? I'm doing it too. And I think I'm being good. So there is so much sugar sneaking up in everything that we have got to start reading labels. And one of the things to take note of was learning the difference between natural sugar and added sugar. Does everyone know what that is? I mean, I had to make sure that I remembered. Okay, natural sugar. It's in here, okay? Natural sugar occurs naturally in fruits and vegetables and other foods, okay? Maybe it's just fruits and vegetables. That is natural sugar. It was made, my apple's kind of wilted, kind of smushy. It was made in the apple, okay? What does that mean? Our body can process it, can metabolize it. It's still sugar, but man, oh man, is it a better source when it comes to not leading down the road that I'm talking about. Now, this one, okay, so what's better, apple or applesauce? Well, there's always a rule of thumb that the closer it is to the source, the better. So this is picked from a tree and we eat it. This starts with this, does a bunch of processing, does some sugar, and adds some what? High fructose corn syrup. Ingredient number 2. Not good, not good. And you know that we think we're being good when we put this in their lunchbox. Like, oh, we're giving them applesauce and peanut butter and jelly on whole wheat bread. I mean, I don't know the numbers here, but crazy. Now, that's artificial sweetener, whole nother world. Okay, so I don't know, y'all. We just have to be serious. We just have to look at labels. We have to know that if we don't at least send them to school with things that are healthy, then their entire day, and you know their sports after the day, are just going to be bombarded with sugar. And when we do that, we are teaching their taste buds to crave it. All right? Babies were not born needing drinks to be bright red, okay? It's the conditioning and the patterns and the habits that we're instilling in them by just giving them that stuff. And y'all, we don't have to. We do not have to. We were in the store yesterday, and I had just gone to this training. We were in the store a couple days ago, and Allie, my daughter, saw a case of Gatorades and said, I was letting them pick out some things for their lunches, things they'd be excited about. And she's like, oh, let me grab that orange Gatorade. And I said, I'm not paying to give you something that's going to, help not, but you know what I'm saying. I was like, no, I'm not paying for that. And she goes, Mom, can we just be normal? And I said, if normal means that I'm ensuring that you get diabetes, then no, no, I'm not doing that, not knowingly. But that's the point of what I'm trying to say here is if we don't stay vigilant about it, it's just happening because it's what our culture is doing. So my plea right now is to you mothers out there, think about it, add up some numbers, get a reality check, send them to lunch with water. They can get a little half bottle of water or a full bottle of water. Both of my children have that today because they're getting all the other stuff, okay? Send them to school with water. Let the sugar that they get from apples come from apples. And not from, not from your applesauce. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this jelly. I might have to lose that battle, right? And you're gonna lose some battles, but at least fight the battle. At least go to war on this because 5,000 to 208,000, where are we gonna be 5 years from now? Where are we gonna be this year? I mean, that was a 2015 statistic. I'm going way over, but that's okay. So what can we do? Send them water for lunch, all right? Send fruits and veggies. Read your labels. Purge your pantry. If it's not in here, I mean, my kids think our kitchen is boring, but you know what? That's okay because boring is healthy and eventually they end up liking it. And yeah, they're going to have some hummus and some carrot sticks, especially if they're hungry, right? So let's do our best to protect our kitchens, protect our refrigerators. I probably won't throw these away, but I'm not going to buy them again. Find out how to make your own applesauce. You can boil these down. And honestly, there's so much natural sugar in here. I remember in pre-K class that I was teaching, we just chopped these down and put them in a crock pot, put some cinnamon on top, and not a single child thought it wasn't sweet enough. Everyone thought it was sweet enough, and we didn't add any sugar. So get creative, have fun with that. It'll make your house smell good. That's all. I just want to implore y'all to join me in this battle. We have to. If we don't, no one else is. One last word I just wanted to bring up. Most people have heard of stevia by now. Make stevia your friend. Yes, there's a taste that some people don't love. Some people love it. Stevia is a plant that just happens to be sweet. So it is 0 on the glycemic. If you have a child that just absolutely will not drink water, they have to have some flavor. There are some wonderful additives to water. Now, but I mean ones with stevia. Don't go get one that has, a bunch of coloring and dyes. There are some natural electrolyte, mineral adding additions to water that are sweetened with stevia. If we can train our bodies and our taste buds to like stevia, it is not only zero sugar. It's not artificial, it's a plant, okay? But it's also good for your blood pressure, and that's a whole nother topic. So make stevia your friend, get it in your house, start trying it in different things. This is all trial and error. This is a marathon, not a sprint. So make stevia your friend, and I think that's it. If any of y'all, I see some of my amazing moms and dad on here, drop some comments on here. Let's share some ideas on things that we can do to help, at least with, let's just tackle lunches. Let's throw out some great ideas for lunches where we can stay under that threshold for sugar per day in the lunches, for goodness sakes. Can we do that? And then also I am starting, and I'll probably implore some of my friends' help on here, but I'm gonna be starting an email blast about once a week. It's probably about the average. If any of y'all would like to get on that with more details on this kind of stuff, either private message me or comment below. And that's it. I hope you all have a blessed Monday. And definitely, Kim, I want you to give us some comments under here, because diabetes is your lane, and give us some helpful hints as moms what we can do to help keep our children under that threshold for the day, at it or under it. Okay? Y'all have a wonderful afternoon. Bye.